What's on Netflix?
So, this week on What's on Netflix, first up, we're talking The Croods. Big hit from DreamWorks last year. Nicolas Cage, Ryan Reynolds, Emma Stone. The prehistoric one about a family that's trying to escape, death, basically, because they're in prehistoric times.
Nicolas Cage in another movie? No way!
Didn't anybody actually watch this?
I did. No, I did. It is fantastic. I am shocked to say that there. I mean, shocked because of Nicolas Cage. DreamWorks actually makes a lot of good animated films.
Yeah, I was going to say, DreamWorks is usually really good, and I'm getting really interested in their stuff at the moment.
I'll put it like this, because I'm still the only guy who has not yet seen How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh no, nor have I, so you're fine.
But I mean, I typically trust them because they've made some great ones. Prince of Egypt, what's it called? Spirit, Road to El Dorado was really good. Like, they've made Ants. They've made a lot of really good animated films.
Even their recent stuff is good. I mean, Rise of the Guardians was pretty good.
I loved Rise of the Guardians.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. But the story itself really didn't seem like, when I saw the trailers last year, like it would be anything special at all. And I watched it because, I've been using Amazon Instant Video a lot recently. I haven't touched Netflix in like 4 months. And I turned it on, and that was the first thing there. So I was like, what the hell? I got nothing going on. Let me go ahead and put it on. And the first 10 minutes alone were some of the most fun 10 minutes of an animated film I've ever seen. Like, I wish I could downplay it more than what I am. The first 10 minutes are serious fun. Because it shows the family going out to catch their daily meal, and it's like the best way to describe it is it's a football sequence basically. It's so much fun. It is so much fun though.
How much yelling and screaming is there in this movie? Because Zoe's really freaked out about that right now.
Like as in they're scared basically, or
yeah.
Not a lot. Not a lot actually.
So child friendly then. Good.
It's very child friendly. There's no I know a lot of the DreamWorks films sort of get on the edge of what's G and PG. I definitely say this is one of their most G-rated features in a while, because even Rise of the Guardians was very dark. And this was not. This was definitely very, very they humorize death in it, which a lot of their other films don't. They act like death is death. And this, there are some themes with death in it, but they humorize it to where kids wouldn't notice it, basically. So, but yeah, The Croods. Croods is one of the things. Phil, I know there was one you wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people are talking about it. The final season of Breaking Bad is coming to Netflix in just a couple days now. And I was surprised. I was asking people about that story, final season Breaking Bad coming to Netflix, and a couple of my coworkers were like, "Oh, I can't wait! I haven't seen it." And I was like, "What?" I don't know about y'all, but I was hooked on that show to the end. So I'm excited for people that haven't seen it yet. This final season is a lot of fun. It's grim. It's dark. Fun in the sense that if you love television, then you're gonna enjoy watching it. For the characters, no fun at all. No one's having fun. But
see, I had the ending spoiled for me a little bit because somebody said something to me. But I mean, I'm on the second to last episode of season 3 right now, so I wasn't able to follow it, all the way through. But I'm definitely catching up on it right now. It's a really good show.
I've never watched it, so I'm excited. Because I always said. And I told a lot of people last year I'd wait till the entire series is up on Netflix so I can binge watch it. So I'm excited to start this show up.
That's a good call. I'm going to let you know because we started it on Netflix, but we got through it all before the show was over. And so we had to watch the second half because they split that last season into 2 parts. We had to watch the second half on TV. And it was, it was kind of hard to wait. It's intense. But it's so good. I mean, for all the Netflix subscribers, anybody that hasn't watched it yet, it's so much fun. Watch it.
And then lastly, last thing on what's on Netflix this week, the last season of Burn Notice, season 7 of Burn Notice is on there. Oh, and Travis, you mentioned Psych earlier, and one comment I wanted to make was that USA is really good about TV shows.
Yeah.
And they do not get enough credit for that. Like, their shows are actually really, really good. And Burn Notice is another one of those shows. I remember sort of like the way Psych worked for you, or how you did Psych for me, Travis, to where you raved about it and then forced me to watch the first episode, hated it, watched the second, and loved it. It was the same thing for Burn Notice, where a friend of mine said, dude, you have to watch Burn Notice. And I remember seeing previews on TV for it all the time and didn't care about it at all. And then finally I watched it, and that's a good pilot. Burn Notice has a really good pilot, and oh man, that is just a fun show, Burn Notice. Now, that is a good show about spies, and spies can be very boring, but man, you throw some Bruce Campbell in there, and that is one of the best things ever. Now, Burn Notice is amazing.
See, my knowledge of Burn Notice initially was limited to that SNL sketch. What is Burn Notice? Yeah.
Oh man! And have you ever actually tried watching the show at all?
I've seen like half an episode. It was really good. It's one of those things where it's really hard as a mom to find time to watch shows like that.
Right. I actually I binged watched the whole last season today actually on Netflix, and man, oh man, that is it's sad. It's sad to see shows like that go off the air, even though they've been on so long, because, like Travis, like you're saying, like how you said anybody can just watch a random episode and they'll get what the show is about. And that one episode, they don't need to see anything else. It really is the same with Burn Notice. There is an overlying arc to it there, but you can honestly come in and watch just a random episode and the story is pretty much the same. And it's such a good show. Such a good show. So, what's on Netflix this week, folks? Make sure you're checking out The Croods. Breaking Bad is coming on in just a couple days, last season. And then the last season of Burn Notice, folks.
And then one other thing real quick for Netflix. Actually, that recent animated Hulk Iron Man film just kind of snuck on there the other day with zero notice.
Ugh.
Haven't watched it, but it's there for anybody who wants to watch it.
Theron said,
well, just because it's sort of sad because, while Marvel has DC beat in the live action territory, DC totally kills them in animation.
They do. They do.
There's no comparison. Granted, some of Marvel's stuff's been good. Like, I did enjoy Ultimate Avengers and Next Avengers, and Planet Hulk was amazing.
Wolverine and the X-Men was great until they decided they didn't want to show it anymore.
I agree. That was so heartbreaking.
Yeah. I blame Disney on that one.
It was Disney, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
But they keep putting out, I don't know what Marvel's problem is to keep putting out these little animated films that they think that nobody's going to care about. Like, they just put out that Black Widow and Punisher one that looks like garbage, and I'm sure is garbage as well. You can't do that. You cannot do that. At all.
They had Earth's Mightiest Heroes was by far the best animated thing Disney did with the Marvel license, and then they ended that too, so I'm not sure what they're doing exactly.
Yeah.
And that's on Netflix too.
Man. So, last week we said we were doing a contest where, we reviewed the Lego movie, and we wanted to see what your ideas were for the best Lego set piece for a film or TV show that has yet to be created there. We got a lot of really, really good answers, actually. And, man, the winner, oh, God, we were laughing. We were laughing our asses off about this because it's so out of left field. Because, we heard Lego Pulp Fiction. Somebody had said Lego Nightmare on Elm Street. Somebody mentioned Lego Saved by the Bell, which would be freaking hilarious now. But in absolute detail, Chester wrote to us and said that the Lego scene that should be made is Lego American Psycho. And going into even more detail than that, it mentions the scene to where Patrick Bateman, or Christian Bale's character Patrick Bateman, is murdering the man to Huey Lewis in the news.
Paul Allen. His name is Paul Allen. He's murdering Paul Allen.
I really thought it was going to be Lego American Hustle. I thought that was going to...
I was expecting Lego Buffalo Bill here, so...
Lego Boogie Nights is really good, too.
Lego Goodbye Horses. Let's go.
I won't lie.
How do you tuck with Lego legs?
I suppose there's nothing there to tuck, so... Yeah.
I was hoping for Lego Saw, because I could see the set, the room, the bathroom, and everything, and Jigsaw in the middle.
We need to put that together.
Oh man, that would be. And you could take Carrie Elway's leg off, because it's Legos, so it comes off. You just
both legs in that case.
Or Lego Into the Blue.
That's too soon. He just died.
Ooh, wait, what?
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Wait, did you just kiss your finger?
The fact that you guys heard that.
Yeah, I did hear it. And what's worse is we're on a podcast. No one can see that. Why did you do that?
Paul Walker can see it.
Yeah, he can. That was a cool-ass dude, man. I'm going to do that every time because he was cool, right? Other people don't get that.
I'm actually really disappointed that nobody said Lego the Hitcher, because Lego characters just lend themselves to being ripped in half so well.
Now we talking the Sean Bean Hitcher?
Sean Bean, man.
Yeah,
Sean Bean.
The boyfriend that gets drawn and quartered with the friggin' car.
Oh, man. I want you to kill me. Or no, was it I want to die? Yeah, I want to die. That's what it was.
Oh, God. I didn't watch that part. I had to close my eyes. I couldn't watch it. I was a girl.
It's funny because if you've ever seen the original one with Rutger Hauer, they don't show it. And, of course, in this day and age, we love gore, so we have to show it at this point.
If by we you mean sick bastards like you, then yes.
No.
I
Hold on. I've specifically stated before that I don't think gore makes a good horror movie. I'm just saying... I think Hostel is what wrecked it for everybody, honestly. And
that movie was so ridiculous that it was almost comical.
Right, but I feel that there's a very clear-cut timeline to where before Hostel, yeah, we had a lot of gore, but it was still very tasteful in the sense of the word. And the moment Hostel hit, Eli Roth exploited that so badly, and everybody thought that's what they had to do to be good and make a good horror movie, and it so wasn't. So was not now. Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's that, Chester. But you did win the 2 Fandango movie tickets, so we'll be contacting you. You get those tickets, folks. We definitely will have more contests coming up there. We're going to be giving away movie tickets a lot this year. So make sure you're listening, because we definitely want to do that. And, of course... Also, make sure you're contacting us on the Facebook, on the forums. You can go to the Twitter feed, tweet us at NPNFanoff, hashtag Movie Watchers. Ask us your questions there. We like your comments. We'll definitely read them on the show there, answer your questions, all those sort of good things there. Thought we should mention that we are now followed by Michael Jai White, which is that's awesome.
Go on, little girl. Just lots of memes with that name.
Thank you for following us among 75,000 other people. I don't know how you have the time, but we honor you just the same.
That's why I feel it's so special.
Can I just say I've changed my favorite movie to Black Dynamite.
Me too. Me too. In fact,
said,
all of
we
us.
say that, but Black Dynamite is a really damn good movie.
Oh no, it's fantastic.
Maybe that's what we should do our show to next week. Movie commentary to Black Dynamite.
Which is so next week's show, guys, we did mention we're going to do that. We are going to be doing a movie commentary for you guys. So we're looking to take your suggestions. The only rule is you have to keep your choice to something that can be found on Netflix. Makes it easier for you guys to watch with us. Makes it easier for us to watch it now. So whatever you guys want to suggest, again, tweet us at MPNFanoff. Comment on the Facebook page. Put it in the forums there. Just make sure it's something you're selected off Netflix. We will watch it, and we will record. That's going to be the show next week. We're going to do a commentary to it. So however long it is, that's how long the show is for you guys.
Please, if it's stupid, let it be so stupid that it's funny.
Right. Like we mentioned,
so
Demolition Man. So.
Oh, Demolition Man would be fantastic. I hope that's on there.
But before we close, it's that time, guys, to where out of everything that's happened this past week, we had to find the most ridiculous, ludicrous, absolutely insane, newsworthy article now that's just, having us say, WTF. So, this week, in What the F, folks, Space Jam 2.
Everybody get up. It's time to jam now. What?
I believe I can fly.
Woo!
I keep on slipping.
Yes! We have hit
I got
all of the
nothing.
tracks.
That was a nice montage there.
I actually have that soundtrack because my stepmom thought, oh, this is current music. She must want this. So I have this soundtrack. I could play it.
That movie sucked, but the soundtrack was awesome.
I still don't know if this movie's happening or not because
It's
every other
not.
website, it's happening. No, it's not. It's happening. It's like the internet is
Well,
schizophrenic right now.
Right now, technically, it's rumors. Yeah, it's rumored right now, but, they're also saying that, it's from a reliable source, so we'll see.
It's been rumored for years. It's been rumored for years because the story that came out, folks, was there was a story that said it was officially confirmed that LeBron James was starring in Space Jam 2.
Boo.
The idea of, number one, that any basketball star now would think it's a good idea to act besides a cameo is ludicrous. We're not in the 90s anymore to where that was a normal thing. We're past
Kazam.
Did you see when LeBron hosted SNL? He played a basketball player in every sketch, so at least he'd be sticking within his boundaries this time.
All I can say is Kazam.
Well, like I said, in the 90s, Shaq, Jordan, Dennis Rodman, I'm sure there were others like that. That was the time to where athletes would do that thing. We're not in that era anymore. Who needs Space Jam 2? Didn't we say
O.J. Simpson pulled it off.
Again, 90s. Didn't Space Jam 1 say all that, the Space Jam saga needed to say? I mean...
Yes, I agree.
Saga?
It's like Roger Rabbit 2 is not necessary.
It's just silly. I mean, and Bill Murray won't come back, so what's the point,
If it was starring Bill Murray, I would get into that.
So would I.
But he can't play basketball for shit.
So, folks...
But he didn't expect to be blocked by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Fu when Aaron Carter came out of the blue. Does anybody else remember that song?
No.
Wait, you don't remember the Ultimate Showdown?
No?
This is the Ultimate Showdown.
I do remember it, but I'm letting the silence settle, so it's embarrassing.
Oh my god, dude! No, Travis and I know the words to that song. That's just an amazing song.
Yeah,
Look
but
up
I didn't
the
sing it on
Ultimate
the
Showdown.
podcast.
No. Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. Look that up.
I'll find it. But, folks, this week, LeBron James in Space Jam 2. Your Silver Screen specialists are saying,
What the
fuck?
Man.
Jesus.
That was like weird peppered fuck.
It has more flavor.
Let's see how awkward we can make our what the fuck moments. Let's just enunciate the awkwardness. Everyone, it's like a canon, like row, row, row your boat. What the fuck?
So that's that this week, folks. But again, hit us up.
That one got me pretty good.
Hit us up on the forums, on the Facebook. Tweet us at MPN.
On the Twitter.
on the Twitter at
On
MPN
Twitter.
Fanoff, hashtag Movie Watchers. And of course, make sure you're checking out all of our other fan-off shows there, including RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk, Mike and Maria in Wonderland, Generation Animation. Got some other
We love you
great
guys.
shows. Yeah,
Hideous
we love you
Energy
guys.
as well, comic book blog
Yeah.
or podcast. Sorry.
Check these shows out there, guys. We have a great fan-off family. There's great programming here for you. Something for everybody there, folks. Again, next week, we're going to be doing a commentary on a movie. We want you guys to pick it for us. Again, the only requirements is the movie is on Netflix. If we don't get enough cohesive ideas, we'll obviously pick it ourselves there. But that is what's going down next week. Folks, for Mr. Phil Buck, for Ashley and Travis Clark, for Paul Ingram, I am the Shaman of Cinema, Theron Reynolds. Thank you very much. This has been Now Playing Now.
A production of fanoff.com.
And that's